necessities of the time. So throughout history, those monopolies were different. For many centuries, it was salt. So those who controlled the salt monopolies. In American history, it was the railroads, the banking, because you had to bank, you had to travel and use the railroads. There was no option. So if you control those monopolies, obviously today it is oil. Whether the price of oil is $50 a barrel or $200 a barrel, people are driving about the same and using about the same amounts of oil. It's something that is a necessity. Food throughout history has always been a necessity to those who control food supply. So that's the elite class. So the elite class of people always believed that they were genetically programmed to be superior, smarter thinking, and to be genetically programmed to rule over the vast majority of people who had a different genetic model. These genetic models that they were referring to were vibrational. The DNA of blue bloods, the DNA of the ruling class throughout history, the DNA of the elite class, because they actually intermarried between one another and didn't go to the other side of the tracks, and this is historical, I'm just giving you a historical perspective, their DNAs actually vibrated at different frequencies than, let's say, the working class, which vibrated at a lower frequency. And throughout history, the ruling classes always wanted to make sure that those workers kept their vibration at a much lower frequency. So in China, for example, I'll give you a history lesson in the future. But China, for example, the rulers made sure that they controlled opium, the drug, and made sure that the majority of Chinese workers were taking opium on a daily, regular basis. That drug keeps the vibrational frequency very low and makes sure that desires don't spring up, and therefore these people will be docile and never want to do anything substantial in their life. Therefore, the rulers remain the rulers and the workers remain the workers. So throughout history, the concept that the brain actually emits and transmits vibration, frequency, or energy, and receives vibration, frequency, or energy. That concept, that factual, biological, quantifiable, scientifically proven and documented concept, not fantasy, not mysticism, not spirituality. We're not saying you have to believe on faith. This is quantifiable. That fact, still to this day, is something that the elite class and the members of the various societies globally around the world in all the countries want to keep secret. That is the major fact that they want to keep secret. Not the law of attraction. The fact that your brain is the one that transmits frequency. That is the major thing that is desperate amongst the elite class to keep secret. Now, when you consider today, just like throughout history, the rulers around the world of the various countries are mostly members of secret societies. And again, past President Bush was a well-known, documented member of Skull and Bones. These people who founded the CIA, again, watch the movie The Good Shepherd, well-known members of the Skull and Bones secret society of Yale University. Senator John Kerry, many senators, many U.S. Supreme Court justices are mostly members of secret societies. And again, past President Bush was a well-known, documented member of Skull and Bones. These people who founded the CIA, again, watch the movie The Good Shepherd, well-known members of the Skull and Bones secret society of Yale University. Senator John Kerry, many senators, many U.S. Supreme Court justices, actually all of today's billionaires, if you pick up the magazine that talks about the billionaires of the world, every single one of them are members, and many of them readily admit membership into secret societies. So all the people that control the governments, all the people that control today's monopolies. What monopolies are we talking about? Monopolies are necessities that no matter what the economy, it still is being used. So food is obviously one of the most important commodities and necessities. So those around the world that control food supplies. When you go to various countries, there are sometimes in many countries there are less than 50 people that control virtually all the food supply in those countries. In America, for example, when you go into a restaurant, do you know that 90% of all restaurant food is supplied by one supplier? They control the food. So people control food supply. That's a monopoly. Those who control oil, that's a monopoly. Those are the two most prevalent. There's about 12 other monopolies as well. But those are the two obviously most common and prevalent. So these people that control these monopolies do not want you to know the truth about your own ability. And what we're talking about here, what Einstein talked about, and what Thomas Edison documented, they documented this fact scientifically, is that your brain emits a frequency or an energy. It transmits a frequency, a vibration, or an energy. It also receives it. Okay? So that is the fact. And the reason why we haven't heard more about it is because the people that control the free flow of information globally do not want you to know it. Because if you do know it, then you will realize how much power you have, and that you in fact have Aladdin's lamp and your own personal genie, which can make anything you want happen. With this knowledge and how to use this knowledge, you can have, be, or do anything you want. You have the power. We're going to talk about some challenges you have right now and how to correct those. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Did I answer your question? Good. Any other questions, comments, or observations? Yes. Great comment. The comment was, just in the last 4 hours or so of being exposed to this from a factual, and I'm paraphrasing you, from a factual standpoint, being exposed to this knowledge from a factual standpoint, not from some guru, but actually physically sitting here, and I know you have a big advantage, those of you who are here, those listening to the CD don't, but those of you physically sitting here are seeing not only the beautiful place we're in, and knowing it's not open to the public, but seeing the physical manifestations that this really works in real life, and meeting real people, many people that you are quote famous or celebrities that are here, my colleagues, and realizing that we are talking to you factually, not from a rah-rah stage, jumping up and down with music and dancers and giving you a motivational speech. I'm talking to you factually.
Hey everyone, so this is Tanisha here, and welcome to the Hangout. And I was just letting you guys listen to Kevin Trudeau. Now, it's a 14-disc series that he has in place, and the series is about $1,000, right? And I bought those CDs about 2 years ago, and it completely has changed my life. And you can listen to them on YouTube from audio 1 to audio 14, and he talks a lot about the law of attraction, guys. So if you're just coming on, guys, I'm here. This is Tanisha. You missed a part of Kevin Trudeau talking about the law of attraction, but the law of attraction is real, and pretty much he got me into studying what the law of attraction actually is. I really didn't understand it 2 years ago, that I was able to create money. I was able to create my life, create a better surrounding, for myself and my family right from my mind. So, once I learned that and I got the concept of it, I started to, apply that in my life. I started thinking, of ways to better myself. I started becoming innovative. I started becoming, creative, inside, of my business. I found ways to create, more money, inside of my business, guys. And, I learned how to keep money flowing, into my life with, me continuing to gain skills over and over and over again, to, develop, better habits, guys. So, guys, I'm going to be fading out this call, okay, because I want to dedicate more time to my students in success level coaching, because of course where your focus goes, where energy goes, money flows. So I want to be able to focus more on, my students. So if you're not a part of that, guys, you go to successlevelcoaching.com, and, over there is where on Tuesday nights I teach skill. I teach, things that is vital and essential, that you need, in order to, succeed in your business, and not just your business, your life. Right? So, if you're looking, for more, if you're looking for more, of my time, guys, I do that on Tuesday nights at 9:30. Now, the class last night went to about 11 o'clock, guys, because I dropped a lot of golden nuggets for people to, be able to use in their business and inside of their life, guys. So, guys, I want to, kind of talk to you about, what this industry, has done, what this industry, can, do for you if you take it seriously. Okay, guys, I can remember, when I first started, I had no clue what was going on. I didn't know that, you really have to work for what you want. You really got to work hard at it. You really have to get yourself focused. You really have to know what you want, okay? Now, when you get online, it's a whole nother culture. It's a whole entire, different atmosphere, because there's so many things launching every day. There's different cultures, there's different teams, there's different people to follow, versus offline, you don't have a whole bunch of people to follow. Once you get in that company, you have that company to follow. You're not having someone inboxing you or sending you mail about another company. So online can be overwhelming because you start to get, so many people that are online trying to make money. Right? So you get overwhelmed, and then a lot of people quit, as is myself. I quit because, I didn't know what I was doing. I spent about $20,000 in my first 2 years. I only made $15, and I didn't even make that because I didn't even know how to set up an account to get the money out. So, I spent a lot of money, guys. I spent a lot of time, and I quit because, it didn't make sense to me. I got online to make money, and I'm spending money. But, thank God I had a sponsor that, wanted me to come back online and, gave me some hope. And, pretty much what he said was, okay, well, join this program and, pretty much, work at it. So, that's exactly what I did. I got fired from my job. So pretty much I had no choice but to come online and grind it out and make sure, I was able to create an income, a decent income for me and my family. So this is what, I started, to do, guys. I started getting caught up with, joining this, joining that, joining this, joining that. I started really getting caught up in all of this stuff. But, also too, guys, what I really understood was I did want to stay home. I wanted to stay home and work from home, be with my children, do what I want, and have money to be able to do it. But what I also realized, guys, that being in your own business or having a home-based business where you have people following you, you have to give people a consistent message, right? You cannot be in this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then drag all these people with you to the next and greatest and latest, deal, right? Because what happens is you start losing people. You start losing relationships. You start confusing people because they don't know what you're going to join next month. Right? So I decided literally this year, it was April, to plant my feet in my company, which is Ingresso, right? And, I decided to stay here simply because it has a lot to offer for $25 a month. Okay, we have all the tools. Now, I wish I would have had a tool suite like this, when, I first started, for $25 a month. And then, of course, you get paid 10 different ways, guys. And, there's so much money to be made, in this, company. So I just decided to stay here and focus right here, right? So now that, I'm more focused on what I want to do. Now I'm more focused on, people and building, a team, guys. My message is becoming more clearer, right? It's becoming more clear to the people that's following me. My message is becoming clearer to, my team, that I'm going to stick with one company. Because at the end of the day, guys, all these companies is all the same. It's all about recruiting people. It's all about sponsoring people and, giving them a service or a product. And they just have a comp plan attached to it, right? So they all are the same, guys. I've probably been in about 25, 30 different companies in the last, 4 years and made money. I made money, from home. I created about 180 grand in the last, 2 years. But I could not help a teammate do that. I could not help a teammate join this and then join that and join that, and then they had their team join. No, I could not do that. See, the thing about duplication, guys, you have to have that in you to want to go out and produce, right? Duplication doesn't just come, right? It's not, okay, well, you follow this blueprint and you're going to get the same exact results. No, because you have to put your own twist to it. Right? You have to put your own knowledge. You have to put your own, skill, pretty much into it. So, when you're dragging people and dragging people and dragging people, guys, you're the only one. Now, I felt like I was the only one making money. I was making $6 grand in the first week, $8 grand in the first week, 10 grand in that month, and I couldn't help another teammate, or I couldn't help someone that trusted me and was following me to help them get to that level, or help them, to make money, even $1,000, even $2,000, guys. I couldn't do that, right? But now, guys, when, I got focused on Ingresso, guys, I am helping teammates make money, not a little bit of money, right? I'm helping teammates to make money now, guys, because I'm clear. My vision is clear, and I have other people that's following my vision and helping them to find their vision so they can get clear, so they can have other people following their vision, right? So that's what it becomes about, guys. It becomes about helping a next person. It's not about reselling. It's not we're selling capture pages. We're selling autoresponders. We're selling, domains. We're selling, language university. We're selling, a webinar platform. No, it's not about that. It's about, right, helping someone, to get to a product or a service that you have that they need, right? And it just totally makes sense, right? It just totally, makes sense when you're connecting two things, a person and a thing, to something, and you simply, get paid for it. It makes sense, right? It totally makes sense, guys. So, I don't want you to think of yourself as a salesperson. Oh, I gotta sell, I gotta meet a quota. I'm getting overwhelmed. I want to get on the leaderboard. I want to help, people, but I can't, right? See, the reason that is people like teenagers that are getting online and killing it, making $100,000 in their first year, because teenagers understand that, you got to build a relationship with people, right? And teenagers are not desperate to pay a mortgage because, remember, they got their mothers paying their mortgage. Teenagers are not desperate to pay a car note because they have, their moms driving them around. So, see, when you become an adult now, right? Now you get this home-based business, and now you become desperate to make money, and you totally forget to build relationships with people, right? Because you're focused on your mortgage. You're focused on diapers. You're focused on, taking care and feeding your kids. So that's all you are focused on, and you're never really focused on building a relationship with people. I mean, genuine relationships, not just a relationship where as soon as they join you, you leave. No, it's about building a long-term relationship that everyone can benefit from. This is why these kids is getting online. They have all day to sit on Facebook. Anyway, they're making a killing. They're not worried about paying the mortgage. They're not worried about paying no rent. Only thing they're worried about is getting money for their sneakers, getting money for their nails and their hair to get done. That's it, guys. So you want to kind of go into, like a baby mind frame where you're open-minded and you're not stressed to do your business. You're doing your business at free will, right? It shouldn't be a stressful thing where you feel like, okay, well, I got to, do this, and if I don't make a commission check this week, my kids won't eat, or I won't be able to pay my mortgage. Guys, guess what? You will not make money. Of course, you got into the business to make money, but the process to making it is building relationships with people, right? And that's not about money. That's about building a character and learning what someone else has to offer you so that you can offer someone else something. A relationship, right? Someone that you can relate to. That has nothing to do with money. But in turn, while you're building this relationship with this person, of course, you will offer them products and services that you have. And guess what? They will join you in any business that you're in. Now, I think Ingresso is the best company. My sponsor made about $200 grand in 7 months, and that's the most money he has ever made in the last 2 to 3 years. He's been online. I've made about 15, maybe 16 in the last 90 days, with this company, because I'm staying focused. I'm helping others to be consistent and get focused. I also created my success level coaching class, right from me being consistent and being able to teach others. So this has opened up my mind, guys. When you get focused, if you get clear, the universe opens up a lot of doors. Right? But if you have shiny ball syndrome, you're jumping on this program, you're trying to get on this webinar, you're trying to get on that webinar, you forgot what you told the person that you spoke to last week about, because now you done joined 50 different things. Get focused on one thing, guys. And I know, someone that I'm following, she told me this a long time ago. Get focused on one thing, and then have your own thing on the side. Get focused on one business that you're going to build, and then build your own thing. So my own thing is my class, right? My success level coaching class, where I'm helping people to change their mind, gain the confidence to get the skills so that they can be a powerful force in the marketplace, right? Now that's just me teaching from my experience, what I've learned in the last 4 years, how I became a top producer, right? How I've created money, how I've built teams, right? So now, I'm able to do that, plus build my Ingresso Cybernetical business on the back end, right? So it just makes sense to have your own thing going. And also I teach other people that want to be coaches. I also teach them how to coach, how to set up their, own membership site, how to lead people, how to compel people, how to, make, people gravitate to you, how to attract those right type of people, to your business and, pretty much to your life, guys. So, it makes sense, guys, about, building a business from home. It makes sense to do this, guys, every, single day, and if you really, really, truly want to win, guys, stick with one thing. I used to, be in a company called, ACM when I got introduced to network marketing 5 years ago. Now the people that introduced me to network marketing, well, my upline, she stuck with it, and she done made $7 million in the last 5 years, right? So I felt like, damn, if I would have stuck with it, right, I could have made at least $1 million, but I didn't stick with it, guys, because I didn't have the skill. I didn't have the skill sets that I needed, to build a business. I was all about focusing on money, 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 money. I need money now. I need to pay this now. I need this. So I wasn't really focused on, being my own boss, right? I still was trying to operate this business like an employee. Right? And if you want to be a boss, guys, you have to do what bosses do. You have to act accordingly. You have to spend the money. You have to do the things. You have to get to these events. You have to be around other bosses, guys, if you want to truly in your business to become a boss. Now, there may come some sacrifices where, if we're having an event, you know, if we're having, you know, a company's event, or if you're a part of your company's event, where I'm in Ingresso, so we have events. I think it's every 90 days to 4 months. You know, and if you're in it and you're saying you want to be a boss, then you need to get to these events. Right? You need to be around bosses. You need to be doing what bosses are doing, right? Because a lot of people have jobs where they're around employees all day and everybody just sitting around waiting for the boss or the supervisor to give them a task to do. No one actually tells themselves what to do. See, when you're a boss, you got to tell yourself to wake up in the morning. You got to tell yourself to, you know, market your business, right? You got to tell yourself to follow up with people. I got about 30 people to follow up with today, right? And I'm going to follow up with those people, right? So what happens is now when I follow up with those people, I'm either going to expose them to my class or I'm going to expose them to Ingresso, whichever one works, right? So this is what I'm going to do, guys. So I don't have a boss over my head or a supervisor saying, well, you have 30 people to follow up with today, Tanisha. Make sure you follow with them. No, because this is my dream. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to live, you know, my life. I'd rather follow up with 30 people today, right? And, you know, end up making, I don't know how much money in the future. The future could be tomorrow, next week, next month, or what have you, right? Then go to a job, sit and look at other people that are trying to pull me down, that don't really have a goal in life, that don't really have a dream in life, but the only thing they're happy is that they have their job. That's no way you live, guys. And if you have a job, guys, you need to really keen in and get focused on what you really want in your life. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You have to know what you want, because when you get online, believe me, this shit is overwhelming. You get information overload. You know, you got people sending you all type of messages every single day, all day. You know, you get overwhelmed because you don't know where to turn. You don't know who to follow. This is a scam. That's a scam. You're joining this. You're joining that. Then you get a program where they say you get 2 people in and then you make $2,000. That sounds appealing to you. But it deters you from what your real vision is, guys. Okay, but once you have the skill set, then you can join whatever. But it's gonna take time. It took me 2 years to get the skills, and the skills, you know, simply will help you in the marketplace. It will make you build your business. It will make you become that leader. It will position you so that you can really go after your dream. But you have to get that skill first. Money will not come, guys, because it's learning something, you're actually doing it and getting the result, and then you teach another. This is when your money comes, when you're actually teaching others how to do this, guys. If you're not out there actively teaching people how to market, how to make money, how to grow, you're not making any money, guys. You're not making money while you're learning. You can be if you're a fast learner, but you learning, focus on learning. Then once you learn, then you do. Then you get paid to teach people. And it's a lovely thing, right? Because teachers get paid to teach kids. Teachers get paid to teach adults in college. It's the same thing. They went to school to learn, right? And now they're doing it and they get paid to teach it. It's the same thing, guys. We are teachers in this industry. If you allow yourself to be that teacher, if you allow yourself to step into that position of teaching. We're always teaching. I'm teaching right now. I teach in my class. We're constantly teaching all the time. When I do my end of the month, mastermind with my team, I'm teaching as well. I have some of my teammates teaching me, teaching us. Right? So we're always in teaching mode, guys, but don't you like to get paid to teach? Right? Get paid to teach what you know, guys. That's what makes sense. That's what separates you from the amateur, because you're actually having people pay you for what you know, guys. And this is when you know that you are a true entrepreneur, okay? When you can create something, right? And you have people paying you for it, guys. You know you have created something that's sustainable, because Ingresso can leave today. Ingresso can go out of business tomorrow. Guess what? But I'm going to still be here. I'm going to still have my class. I'm going to still be here with others that want to follow what I'm doing, that believe in what I'm doing, and have the guts to go out and change the world, guys. And this is what this is about. So if you focus on money, 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 because you got to pay your mortgage, you got to feed your kids, you got to pay your car note, guys, believe me, the universe is not reacting to you. The universe will not react to you because your energy and your intention is off, right? But when you get a clear vision and your intention is set that I am going to help 50 people this month join my business. I'm going to help 30 people this week to join my business. I'm going to help, 10 people today get the tools they need to have online success. So your energy changes, your mind changes, and your intention changes. So you change the universe around you. You change the universe. You change the atmosphere, right? You start feeling better about yourself, guys, because now you know that you're doing something in the world that is actually beneficial. You're not just paying taxes and then complaining about where your tax dollars is going. No, you can actually make all your money as an entrepreneur all year long and then pay your taxes at the end of the year. And you can pay as much taxes as you want. See, as an employee, you don't have that option. The government takes what they want out of your money that you work for, right? But as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you can make as much money as you want to in a year, right? And then tell the government how much money or the taxes you're going to give to them. It's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing. It's all around, guys. And of course, you have to invest your money in order to, have a business. You have to have capital. It's a franchise. Ingresso, if you decide to join, Ingresso Cybernetico, you can click on the Learn button, below and actually see more about it, right? See how I was getting a check, on stage. See how, the comp plan is broken down. See about, the products that, we have, to pretty much, offer, guys. You have to buy into the company. You have to buy into the franchise, just like a McDonald's. You cost $500,000 to buy into it. You get a whole system in place, right? And you have to buy into it, guys. You got to pay for your bills. Right? You gotta buy lunch, or you gotta buy breakfast, or you gotta buy food to feed yourself and your kids. Whatever it is in life, you have to buy. You have to pay for anything in life. You have to buy or you have to pay for. There's nothing for you. Cannot go to McDonald's and say, well, after I eat, and if I like it, I'm gonna pay you the $5 or the $2 for the burger and fries. It doesn't work like that. You can't go to the car dealership and tell the car dealer, right? Well, after I get registered, I get my car registered, I drive it, I'm going to test drive it for a month, see how I like it. If I like it, then I come back and pay you 30 grand for it. It doesn't work like that, guys. You cannot go to college and tell a professor, well, you're going to teach me something. I'm going to go to your class for 1 month, and if I like your class, then I'll pay you the $4,000 for the rest of the semester. It doesn't work like that, guys, right? You cannot wait. If you're pregnant, you cannot wait until the baby comes to see what the baby needs and then say, okay, the baby needs this. Now you go out and get it. This is why people have baby showers, because we're preparing for the baby. You got to buy a whole ton of shit for the baby before the baby get here. Just like getting married. You got to pay out your behind if you're having a big wedding. Okay? You have to pay up front. You don't know. Some people get divorced in 2 weeks after they done spent so much money, right? Some people get divorced, 5 years later. Some people never get divorced, right? I had a wedding. We went to the Justice of Peace. I spent about $65 to get married. Now, 5 years later, almost 6 years, me and my husband are still together, but we had to pay that. Right? So anything, guys, you are doing, anything you're interested in doing, anything that's required to live, pretty much, you have to pay. Right? You have to pay for it. You got to pay your bills. You got to pay your mortgage. You damn sure can't go to the bank and say, well, I'm going to live in the house for a month. And in a month, if I like how everything's flowing inside of my house, if I like how everything's going in my house, then I'll pay you the mortgage. Believe me, the bank is coming to take this shit away from you. Okay? So, guys, you got to get in that mind frame. You cannot be a boss thinking like an employee. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Anything you're doing, guys, you have to pay for it. Because there are some people that may be on here, oh, why do I have to pay to join a business? Because you're buying into a franchise. You're buying into a system. You're buying into a business that's going to help you achieve goals that you have. So think about that. You have to buy everything, and you will continue to buy everything until the day you die. So a business is no different, guys. It's no different. We have that concept because, you know, we were taught, we were brought up, right, in the world, and, you know, we were taught to go to school, right, and, you know, go get a job, right, and then, you know what, retire, be broke, or now travel the world when you're 65 years old. No, I want to travel the world now, which I'm doing, right? I go many places, guys. I see many things at the age of 31. I don't have to wait till I'm 65 when I'm old. I can't go, you know, to the strip club like I like to. I can't go to the beach and, you know, flaunt my stuff like I like to, right? I can't drive around in drop tops like I like to when I'm 65 years old. Or 70. Now I heard that the retirement age is like 75, 79. What the fuck? Who's going to be that? Oh, you can't live your dreams after 75. Your dream is over. It's dead. You can't think no more after 79 years old. No, you can't. So this is why now it's time to start living your life, guys, and living your dreams, guys, today. You have your dream. God gave you the vision to have that dream so you can go live out that dream, guys, and so that you can become a vessel in the world, in the marketplace, guys. A lot of you that are on here, guys, you didn't just wake up and say, well, I want to be an entrepreneur today. Well, let me just go find a business. No, some type of pain drove you to become an entrepreneur because you probably were tired of living check to check. See, for me, I was depressed at my job. Right? And my job, I started being non-productive. I wasn't doing things that was required. They fired me, right? But that was the best thing that happened to me because I was tired of doing that. So I'd rather come home. I'd rather do what I need to do right from home, guys. Grind it out, right? Gain the skill, a necessary skill, whether it's going to take, you know, 2 years or 5 years, guys. So what? Right? Because there's people that I know that have been at their job for 40 years and they still make the same amount of money from when they started. That's disgusting. That means you have not grown in 40 years. And that's a shame. You know, and shame on you guys that you didn't want any more for your life but the $25,000 that you've been making. Right? You have to want more, guys, to get more, to do more. Right? So want more, guys. And if you believe that, you know, home-based business can take you to the next level, get all in, right? Get in at the highest level that you can, right? Don't just play and put one toe in and then put the next toe in. Get in at the highest level, guys. If it's 500, if it's 1,000, 1,500, 20,000, whatever it is. Get in. Believe that you can succeed. If you got to go take a loan out from the bank, guys, go do it. If you got to borrow $20 or if you got to borrow $200 from 5 different people, guys, go do it because this is your dream. You want to live out your dream, right? You want to live out your life, guys, right? So you have to believe in you. Now, I believe you, right? I believe in, you know, all of my teammates. I tell them this, you know, all the time. I believe that they can do it, right? You just got to put the time, the work, and the effort in, right? Anyone, I think, can do this, guys, but only 1% will actually make this happen. Okay, guys, so think about these things when, you know, you're painful and you're getting up every day going to work, you're tired of going to work, your bones hurt, you got a headache, you're sick, whatever the case is, you still got to get up and go to work, guys, to a dead-end job, be around co-workers you don't even like, and forget about it, in corporate America, you got to wear suits and ties and shit, right? I don't even want to wear suits and ties. I want to wear a pair of ripped-up jeans and a shirt. And shout out to, you know, the Easy Money team. I got my shirt on today, and of course, you know, I'm a boss all day, right? So, you know, I want to wear what I want to wear. I don't want to wear, you know, suit and tie and go in front of people and shit that don't really like me, guys. You want to live your life. And today is the day to start living your life. You don't want to, you know, wait 10 years later, right, and keep thinking and thinking and thinking about living your life, guys, when you can do that now. All it takes is an action for you to join, watch this hangout, Join the business and start training yourself and learning. That's it. Pull out your credit card, right? So some people may be scared to pull out their credit card and put the numbers in, you know, to the computer, guys. But computer is taking over everything, guys. You can simply snap a picture from your goddamn phone and deposit into your account. They're going to start getting rid of tellers, because simply tellers are not going to be needed anymore, right? Because it's going to be so many ways to electronically make money or to get your money, you ain't going to need a teller. So tellers better have a plan B. Bankers better start getting a plan B at this point in time, you know, in their lives, right? So you guys, you want to start thinking about moving forward. You want to start thinking about becoming better. You want to start thinking about having more. You want to start thinking about doing more, you know, inside of your life, guys. If you're not listening to audios every day, listen to them. If you're not reading books all the time, read them. If you're not encouraging yourself, guys, start, right? If you're not motivating yourself, start. If you can't get a bigger vision for yourself, guys, start reading the Bible, go to church. Right? Do stuff like that, guys, to get different things. You cannot expect the same thing, guys. You cannot expect different results, guys, doing the same damn thing. It does not work, guys. It won't work. And guess what? The people that are at the top, they made a decision to change their life, and this is exactly what they did, guys. So, guys, it is about 10:40. I'm ending this call, guys. I would like to say thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, guys, but you decided to be here and spend your 40 minutes here with me so that I can give you, some value to your life, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be fading out this call. Right? Not right now, but I'm going to be fading the call out because I want to focus more on my students. I want to develop them so that they can develop the skills so they can be powerhouses, moving into the marketplace. So if you're interested in my class, it's $20 a month, successlevelcoaching.com. Okay, we have a group on Facebook. I also have a chat on Facebook, guys, where I have about 40 students. I think about 22 students were in class last night, and I think it was phenomenal. I had a lot of people giving me a lot of great feedback, guys, and it's just simply because I decided to step into my greatness. It is simply because I decided to not give up. It's simply decided, guys, that I did not want to settle for less. So now I'm doing more to get more, guys, and this is how the universe works, guys. So this is Tanisha, guys. If you want more information about Ingresso, guys, click the learn button below, guys. Get on my list. Join, at the highest possible, level. So level from 50 to 100, 50 to 7,500. Join at the highest possible level, guys. Believe in yourself. Do the things that makes you believe, guys, and the universe will open doors for you, guys, and your family, guys. Have a great day.